What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this, I guess, this version of the Six reunion. Apologies to my regular guys. What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this, I guess, this version of. I'll tell you what, man. This can. Oh, that was somebody else. Okay, I was gonna say this just keeps getting worse and worse. Okay. So we are in here today. And I thought I put up there that we could do phone calls, but for whatever reason, StreamYard, as usual, is not working properly. But I think we'll have a nice, robust discussion. If you have any comments about it, leave it in the chat, and we will respond to your comments. So what we're going to talk about tonight, gentlemen, is the Adam 22 situation. And the reason I decided to talk about this today is because I am out of touch. So yesterday, Devin and I, we were watching a movie. No, we're actually watching a Netflix special. We're watching a Netflix special, and it's called Hot Girls Wanted, and it has different episodes about women and sex work and this and that. And I came across and I like it because it shows a bunch of statistics. One such statistic, and it wasn't really a stat; it was just a fact. One such fact stated that white female performers get paid more. They get a premium for performing with African American, talent. And so then Devin says to me, she's like, well, what do you think about the Adam 22 situation? I said, what does that have to do with black dudes? She's like, you don't know? I was like, don't know what? I said, I know that Adam, Adam let his wife, smash a dude on camera for OnlyFans. I didn't know that she smashed a nigga. I did not know that. I said, oh, well, that sort of changes things. So let's go around. Let's just go around the room here and just give me your take on this entire situation. I'm going to start with Lucario because he looks the coolest of all of us tonight.
He said, no, I just love the whole situation because I just like seeing people's reactions to it. I didn't know that they get paid more for doing black dudes. I thought they get paid less or some shit. That's what I heard from back in the day. Maybe it changed. I don't know.
No. Here's the thing. The reason why they get paid less is because they know, and I'm telling you, I've been saying this for years. When the average white dude finds out that the average white woman has even fucked with a nigga even one time, it's finito. He's out of there. And we live in this society where men do not want to be canceled. Even when I was on with Pearl called and asked her brother, would you care if your girlfriend had dated a black dude? He said, of course not. And I'm like, dude, Pearl, he's capping. So what that proved to me was that the industry knows that white women who perform with black male talent are not only, performing with male talent on the screen, that's going to diminish your sexual market value enough. But if you do it with niggas, they know that your sexual market value is going way down. And so they compensate these women likely because they asked for it. Because if Adam 20, let's just say somebody who married a porn star, I don't know who they are now, Mia Khalifa, right? It never works out. It never, ever works out. So Lucario, what is your 35,000 foot bird's eye view of the situation?
Yeah, I mean, I think, this whole situation, people are going crazy because they're like, I can't believe Adam 22 would allow that and so forth and so on. But what you got to understand is that, at the end of the day, this is business. I think Adam 22, he's still like in his personal feelings. He might feel some type of way because a lot of dudes feel some type of way about these type of situations. But at the end of the day, I think he's also milking it for the views, for the money, and for what that brings to the situation. Because remember, she's still a porn star, so that's what they're going to do as porn stars. That's the type of stuff that's going to happen at some point. You know what I mean? But so I just like seeing people's reactions to the situations. I think it's hilarious. That's what I think.
It's quite amusing.
Right.
What you got on this, man? What do you think of this Adam 22 situation with his wife smashing? I think the guy's name was oh god, I've already forgotten his name. His last name is Love. I forgot his first name already, but he's a black dude.
To be honest, I didn't even know anything about this because I don't really follow that channel too much. But I'm going to say this. My hunch is telling me this is all a publicity stunt. Like, he don't give a shit about that stuff. I really don't think he cares, man. I'll be honest. I mean, they're in the porn industry. If you're sensitive in the porn industry, you're bound to have a failure in your relationship. So I think this was was this the first time that she got down with a dude on camera, or just a black dude?
It's the first time she got down with a dude, and he happened.
Any dude besides him.
Any dude.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, once you go black, you don't go back. What they say, once you go black, you don't go back to the white boy. But I'll be honest. I mean, of course, that was probably a different experience for her, especially since you're with a dude all the time, the same dude all the time. So I'm sure she enjoyed it. And I think he just needs to get out of his feelings if he truly is in his feelings. But I don't think he is. I think he's playing that role on camera. I think he's too big in the media to be in his feelings about this. So I think he's just playing the role of somebody who might be a little upset, but I don't think he's upset. I really don't. Because again, if you're in the porn industry, you better have thick skin, otherwise don't be there.
Okay, very good. Jap, what are your thoughts?
Like Lucario said, I always thought that once white women started sleeping with black guys in porn, the stock goes down, because that's one of the reasons why Alexis Texas and a lot of them other chicks, they didn't ever do black guy scenes. So I don't know, it's a game changer, but I think that he's too much of a boss to be doing this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just for the clicks or whatever. It's a bad look, especially when you got a family with this damn girl.
Oh God! Wait, I didn't know there were kids involved, dude.
Yeah, so they're married. Wait, are they married or no?
Yeah,
they're not married. Oh, they are married. That's his wife. Oh shit! I thought this was just a chick he was, seeing.
No.
This is his wife. Okay.
Yeah, this is his wife.
He
So
like the cuck of the damn.
Yeah, I changed my opinion a little bit now.
Okay. Hey,
I don't think he was in charge of this decision. I think if it was his decision, this would have happened a long time ago. If he was guiding this decision, it wouldn't have happened this far along. Because if a man's in charge and he wants his woman to make money in porn, he's gonna have her fuck guys.
Of course.
Yeah, he's gonna have her fuck some guys. So I think what happened was she was probably in his ear about it, hey, I kind of need to get to the next step of my career in this thing, and I think he just gave in. Whether he was scared to lose her, I don't. It was probably inevitable that was going to happen anyway. So he probably just felt like, I guess he felt maybe this is the power position to go ahead and let her do it on my watch, rather than just we separate and she does it anyway.
I agree. I agree. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. You got it.
It was her idea. She ran it past him.
Always
she had an opportunity. She had an opportunity to shut it down, because as they were going to the shoot, because he's the guy. From what I'm hearing, he's the motherfucker holding the camera.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
yep.
This is some bold, weird.
This is. Listen, we're gonna get around to
the movie. What was that movie? Who sold his wife off for like $1 million?
Indecent Proposal.
Oh, Indecent Proposal. Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Dude was hard to find. This is how it normally goes with girls in porn. And Jap, and before we go to Hotep, thanks for joining us. I know he's on vacation. That's why he's not on the screen right now. But just to give him a heads up that we're going to be coming to him next year. The way it goes in the porn industry with girls is, and Sterling, we actually had an in-depth conversation on a live about this a couple of years back, right before the first CME, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was actually in Vegas at the time with the planning process. The girls have to have a strategy in order to last in the business. If an attractive young white girl goes right to the nigga gangbang, there's no else for her to go. So the smart thing to do is start off with girl and cam girl stuff. Then you graduate to boy girl stuff. You do that for a few years, then you graduate to maybe boy girl, maybe like a threesome. Then it's girl boy girl. You do that for as long as you can, right? Then when you start to have a little bit of age on you, you get a boob job. Now you're in the MILF category, right? Then when there is nowhere else to go, when everyone has seen you do everything with everybody, that's when you start with the black dudes. The black dudes are the end all be all. And it is always very, very unwise, I'm told, for a young, pretty white girl just breaking into the porn industry. You can't just go straight to niggas, because that's where there's nowhere else left to go. At that point, she's been what Sterling says, shot out. And if you're shut out, you've done everything with everybody else. Nobody wants to see anything you're doing anymore. Think about it. If you see a white girl get gangbanged by a bunch of niggas, then we don't want to see her messing with a girl. We don't want to see her messing with a white boy. There's nowhere else for her to go as far as that's concerned. So Hotep, if you're there, I don't know if Hotep might be not. Oh, there he is. So Hotep, give me your thoughts on.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, by the way, we are going to be joined by Myron Gaines here shortly. He just shot me a message. He wants to jump on. So go ahead.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you, man.
Yeah, you good?
Yo.
I can't wait.
First of all, I just got to say this, man. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Yo, Minister Jap is the go to streaming, yo. Hit the Don DeMarco button.
Yo, I ain't even gonna look. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold up, I'm gonna get you on that one, man, for real. Hold up. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Jap is the OG, man.
Yo, we gotta figure out some way to package up like how to stream based upon how, because that's how I learned how to stream. I ain't even gonna hold you. I jacked my whole shit from Minister Jap. I was like, yo, he got everything figured out, man.
He does, man. And Jap's come a long motherfucking way, dude. That camera game is on point. I remember he used to look like he was down in the basement and shit.
Word. His shit was all kind of like out of order. Now his shit looking crispy now and whatnot. He got the new camera. What kind of camera you got, Jap? Damn.
I see your message.
All right,
don't get the game away for free, man.
Hey, look, check it out. He went to the white people's Walmart to get his camera. That's where he went. That's where the good shit is.
Yo, but when I seen the video with Adam 22 and shit, I thought that was just some California type situation, man. I just thought that's how like the California white boys get down.
Right. I don't know, man. I don't know that
Cali is weird. Man. I mean, Cali's weird. That industry is really weird. But I got to agree with Coach EO. I think it's part of the grift. You know, he looked at it and he said, yo, this is a great investment. Go ahead, get this content. And all this drama we got right now is probably part of the rollout. It's part of the grift.
Yeah. I think I would agree with Hotep and EO. I think there is most definitely a contrived element about this, because a lot of his tweets are like, yeah, my wife's got to recover for 4 days and you have to be mentally strong to do this. I think I agree with EO. I don't think he cares, because if he cared, number one, he would not have married a porn star to begin with. And number two, he wouldn't tell us anything, right? He wouldn't have married her.
I wouldn't be surprised, D, if he takes, dick up the ass. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he. Yeah, I think there's rumors now that they're gonna do a threesome, the two gentlemen and his wife. SNO sent me something right now. I guess she did a little research while we were on air. She said there's talk of them doing a threesome, and I guess his wife says she was sore for 3 to 4 days after taking that pipe. So.
Wow.
That's why I think it's a joke. That's why I think they're running game on the audience. They're running game because it just seems too goofy. Like what it seems a little goofy to me.
It does. Derek the Trader with the $5 super chat says, rumor is that Adam 22 made $2 to $3 million from all of this publicity. Hey, if he made 2 to 3, look. Now here's the thing. Let's just assume that this is actually a real situation. It wasn't contrived. He's not trying for notoriety. Let's just assume that this is a real thing. How much would it take? Let's just call it $3 million. How much?
Hold on, Hotep. I think Hotep got to mute himself because there we go.
Okay, yeah, I got him. How much would it take? How many millions would it take for you to allow your woman to get smashed out on camera by a nigga that's bigger than you? I'm going to go with Jap first. What's the dollar figure, if any? And again, this is a woman you care about. You share a bed with, blah, 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 blah. What say Jap?
Gonna have to go to 7 figures and up.
Yes, sir.
I gotta live with the embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay me for this embarrassment. You know,
Okay.
walking around with your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. All right.
I think a porn star is worse than a damn stripper. At least,
Oh,
like,
dude, of course.
strippers. You know, I just see some strippers change their life around, but porn stars, that shit is time stamped in stone. Like,
Forever, Jab.
They still got old porn stars. It's like, that's like legends, and they still, you know what I'm saying, they look like shit now, but
yep,
you know what I'm saying, the videos are still there, and they're everywhere on all these little websites. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? I was down in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
This week, and I went to the Palms, and I was downstairs in the pond. I bumped into Rico Strong, and so I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. These motherfuckers, he wasn't even that tall. I was like, okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. You bumped into
Rico Strong, the porn star.
Oh, okay, he's a porn star. Okay. I don't watch porn anymore, so you guys are gonna have to, okay.
Bumped into him over there shooting dice, and then all of a sudden, all these exaggerated assholes start coming around. These big bubble butt, fake lip, fake titties, everything. I'm like, this is wild. He was like, yeah, he stayed in. He's like, he live in Vegas. It was like, this motherfucker really live that life. So the porn star motherfuckers, they really have a sexual life. Like, they just, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to them. It's work.
Is Rico Strong? Is he a Hispanic performer? Is he black? Is he white?
He was a black dude.
He was on
black dude. Okay.
He was on No Jumper with Adam before.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, goddamn. All right. Okay. EO, what would be the price? What would be the price to let, again, this is a woman you care about. This is a woman you allegedly love. What would be the dollar figure, if any, to allow your girl to be smashed out on camera for all the world to see?
Well, I don't put my feelings in this game, so probably a bucket of chicken and a gyro.
You stupid! Oh my God!
I'll be like, give me some chicken and some gyros. I'm good. Fuck that bitch. No, look, I'll say this. I'll say, look, if I'm looking at her, So if she wants to do that,
I am out.
Then she can go and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear a little feedback. I don't know if that's me or whatever, but
I hear myself. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, it's not really up to me. I mean, it is up to me. I lead the relationship. I lead the marriage. I lead everything. But if I'm looking at her face, and she's looking like she wants to do it, she can go do it. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm going to be here when she's done, but I'm not going to stop her from doing it. If I see a look in her eyes like she wants to do that shit, go do it then.
EO, you took the words right out of my mouth. Jay Blaze with the $2 super chat says, price is dependent on the level of commitment. Yes, if your woman is committed to you, there is no way she would smash out another dude on camera. There is no way she would do it. If she would do it, if she doesn't immediately no, like, this is ridiculous. I don't even know why. But if she says, well, I mean, how much are they paying? You know she belongs to the streets. Let her do it. Let her get smashed out. Break her off 10% and send her on her merry way. Lucario, what is the dollar figure? How much would somebody have to pay Lucario?
Come on. You already know. I don't know why you're asking me this question. I wouldn't give a fuck, because it could be 50,000, it could be $5. It don't matter, because I'm non-monogamous, so that's what I do anyway.
Oh, that's
right, exactly. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Right. But the thing is, I think the issue is the reason why a lot of guys can't picture it is because, I'll give you an example. So like in those situations, especially like in a porn situation, porn sex or any type of casual type of sex, is it's like, how do I explain it? It's like, it's meaningless to an extent. Meaning, like, for example, like if anyone's had any real fuck buddies, you would know what I'm saying. Like, for example, there's a girl I had who I used to smash, and I would literally, for example, go to her house at 8 o'clock. We'd be smashing by 8:10. I'm out of there by 8:30. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just straight. I'm just sticking my dick in a hot chick, and I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? There was no emotions, nothing. It's extremely emotionally unavailable. So what happens is a lot of times guys can't picture it because they're picturing it attached to emotions versus picturing it just being attached to a sexual act. So that's what I'll say about that shit.
Okay. You know, it's interesting. It has been a while since we've done a live stream together. And yeah, it did slip my mind that you You have a different kind of relationship, and you do catch a lot of heat for it, but you appear to be, look, man, I've known you for years, and you have the exact same attitude, so I certainly can't be mad at that.
You know what, D, if you don't mind if I say something real quick,
Yeah,
it's
jump
kind
in,
of the
jump in.
equivalent if I'm a bank robber, you know, if I'm going to rob a bank and I got a crew and one of the members is like, oh man, I don't know, that seems risky. Well, I'll say, all right, bro, you're out of it because he's not committed. So if my woman is being asked a question like that and if it's not an automatic no, like she's almost sickened by the question, then that means she's open to it. And then now we have to have a renegotiation on this relationship. So I just look at it the same way. If you're not all in on me, then you're not in on me at all.
I agree. I totally agree.
There's a lot of different type of relationships going on, like in these days. Like you got the swingers. Like I did live streams with swingers. And it's just a different mindset. Like they just share. And some people get off on watching their girls do all that shit. I couldn't see myself doing that.
No.
But, you know, and then go back to normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the weirdest shit to me. But the fact that they got kids, I think that's the fucked up part.
They have a 3-year-old. Devin told
Kim
me they have a
Kardashian
3-year-old,
could
man.
never live down that sex tape. That sex tape gonna haunt her for the rest of her life and haunt them kids. Especially they go to high school with motherfuckers.
Oh
like
my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
They don't care though. They don't
they
care.
don't.
That's the thing. Yeah, they don't care.
No, they don't care. I remember they did this. I remember this one girl. I think she was on Piers Morgan or something like that. And she's like a super successful OnlyFans star. And Pierce asked her, "Well, what about your kids? Like they're going to be damaged?" She says, "Yeah, they can cry and do drugs in a Ferrari." I was
Yeah, I saw that.
wow,
Mhm.
this is how women think. This is how women think of their children. Lex Xavier says, "No amount of money." To me, my answer is it depends on her reaction. Like if it was a for real, like if I go to my girl, if I go to Devin and say, look, man, this dude is looking to pay us $10 million to smash you out on camera. He's going to pay this to us. Like, what's up? And if her answer is anything but get the fuck out my face with this nonsense, I'm not doing shit. Right. Then if it's anything but that, then I'll let her, go on, smash out. Do what you got to do, and then we go our separate ways. That's just how it works.
You know we're brothers, Donovan, bro. We think the same way, man. That's the same thing. I can't stop the bitch from doing it. You know what I mean? I can't stop her from desiring it. So if she is thinking about it and fucking pondering, oh yeah, I guess I would do it. Then she's not my girl. Go ahead and do it.
Here's doing
me a favor anyway.
No, I
already do porn.
You know what I mean?
Adam used to do porn with her and other girls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I guess the way she positioned it is like fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you get to do porn with all these other women. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I think everyone here agrees that that's different because you saw Rico.
Rico Strong.
Yeah. You saw the Rico guy in Vegas, and all the hoes are around him.
Yeah.
Do you think that if name a female, Jenna Jameson, that's the last popular female porn star that I'm aware of. Oh, there's also Sarah Jane.
Lisa Ann. She's doing podcasts now.
Oh, okay, right. But guys aren't swamping like all these bitches do. Brie Olsen, Mia Khalifa, all these bitches do is talk about how they can't get a date or relationship post-porn career. So yeah, Adam 22 did pornography, but the life of a male porn star is very, very different from the life and value of a female porn star. So women can miss me with that. Well, he did porn with other girls, so why can't she do it with him? Men and women are different. Somebody had something.
Before Ron Jeremy went to jail, he would go out and about, and as old as he was, people were like shaking his hand like he was a hero. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
But I think Adam 22 is capping on this whole thing, meaning like he's trying to pretend that is bothering him in a sense, because
that's right. Yeah.
The thing is, he said on his show, he was like, "Oh, I was feeling kind of jealous or feeling some type of way." Then they bring on the show and she says, "Oh, my pussy was hurting from fucking this guy." So
it's too scripted, right?
It was in the script. Yeah, that's right. It was in the script to say that shit.
Because I feel like what they want people to make videos, comment on it, and it's going to bring more. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was really jealous or feeling some type of way, and you told your girl, "Hey, I kind of felt jealous," she wouldn't go on no damn show of yours and start saying that shit. That shit ain't gonna happen.
I'm wondering how they brokered the deal, like as far as, you know, like when Kim Kardashian did the sex tape, everybody thought it was like a leak, but it was a plan. It was a mapped out plan by her fucking mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they were contracts, and it's like 2 other sex tapes, and they picked the best one. So, you know, I'm wondering, because they made a lot of money off that shit.
They did, dude. 2 to 3 million. Oh yeah, Kim. Yeah, it launched. It essentially launched her empire.
So I'm wondering if he did it through his own company. You know what I'm saying? He created the hype around the whole shit. I mean,
those are very good questions to ask.
Yeah,
let's move the goalpost a little bit. Lex Xavier says it can be a Chinese dude with a 2-inch dick who only did it as a paid actor. That's not happening. Now, with that point, now see, the only thing with that is, okay, obviously my dick is bigger than 2 inches, because that's what this is really about, guys, right? I don't know. I don't know who Jason, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know how big his schlong is. I don't know how big Adam 22 is, but if his wife is saying my pussy is hurting for 3 or 4 days, chances are Jason Love is probably bigger than Adam 22. So is it dick size that matters? Would you let her? Let me go to EO. Would you let her do it if it was some Chinese dude with a 2-inch dick, or would you still say she belongs to the streets?
Yeah, I don't really care who fucks her. I mean, if I don't care if I don't care who fucks her. Mr. Marcus could fuck her all night. I don't give a shit. Like I look at her like this, because at the end of the day, a woman is either all about me or she's not about me. And so if she wants to do that, the door is open. Go do that. I mean, it's just simple. My feelings aren't into this shit. I'll sleep like a baby if she was getting fucked all night by a porn star. If that's what she wants to do, then who am I to stop you from doing that shit? You're not under my leadership or no more. That's it. It's a wrap.
Right. The average woman of the day in these day and times have a prostitute mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's in the music. It's in the culture. The bag culture. You know what I'm saying? The get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? The whole what do you call it? City girls mindset. These hoes are selling pussy. Like we go on when you watch Fresh and Fit, all these bitches selling pussy.
Yes, all of
them. So it's like this is something that these bitches aspire to do. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But even it don't matter what walks of life, how articulate she is. It don't matter, what kind of background she has. It's enticing to today's bitch. They want to be some type of prostitute. They want to have some type of OnlyFans, some type of passive income off their ass if they look good.
Passive income off their ass. I love it. A Braithwaite asks, anyone in the panel, in the chat, ever heard of porn stars like Denise Deringer and or Ava Devine? Have you guys?
Yeah, I heard Ava Devine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
very good.
Asian chick, I think.
Okay. Oh, okay. Very good. Now we're starting to get good questions here. Joe Mama, interesting name. Do you think Adam will run a train on her now with another man? I think he is.
Yeah, he probably is.
Now, right?
He probably is. He's probably, because that's probably the next step. Because he's going to say, everybody's watching this. So now I could do one with me, her, and another dude. And everybody's going to go crazy. Like, oh my God, look what he's doing. I can't believe he's going to have sex with her with another. I'm telling you, like, they're playing on all of this shit, which is smart, though. Because there was actually these two, this happened, like, I think a few weeks ago. There was these two guys on Instagram arguing with each other, these two black dudes, right? It's like, I'm going to fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. When I see you and I saw you talking to my girl, so and so forth. A week later, the dude that was arguing with him comes out with a rap video. Talk about something about like I got your girl or some shit, and the girl he was talking about was in the video. So the argument was for their video. So it wasn't a real argument, and the argument went viral, and then the fucking video came out, and everybody was watching the video. So
basically, like Ray J's, I hit it first, right?
Exactly right. You gotta, out here in these internet streets, a lot of this shit be, just for promo. You know what I'm saying?
Now
and you guys got to remember that porn is non-emotional sex. I mean, they're not in it for the emotions. It's not like your girl went out with her friends and had wine and somebody ran game on her and fucked her in the back seat. I mean, that's different. You know what I mean? That you could get mad at that. But if your chick's in the industry and she just wants to get more exposure, make some more money, and you guys get to level up and get a bag real quick, they're not in their feelings over that shit.
Right.
Now, if she went out with one of her friends and had wine or some shit and sucked the guy's dick in the parking lot, and it wasn't discussed, that's a problem.
Yes, that is definitely a problem. Jeff, what you got, man?
Yeah, now he lost like half his staff at one point in time, and his brand was like really, really dwindling down. Now he's got new people there, and then this shit comes out because he lost a lot of people that had a big following. I forgot the guy's name. They got the show called The Community something.
Okay.
What's the guy name? AD, and he took everybody with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was looking like, and then Adam did the shit with Nick Fuentes, started losing a lot of points with the black community.
Gotcha. Okay.
Started losing a lot of points with the black community. I think this honestly is going to hurt him with the hip hop audience.
Really?
I don't, because a lot of people going to see him as a sucker.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
whether it was contrived or not, I agree. It's all about the audience, right?
That shit don't really fly with the brothers like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for him to actually be getting a pass to be a white porn star and to have a hip hop platform, I was like, hey, these two don't even go together. You know what I'm saying? But he built this big ass platform, and so people just, you know, they jump on the platform for the views and shit. But other than that, I think it's gonna kind of hurt him. Like, you know, it's kind of like if Vlad was to do porn or something like that. Like, it just motherfucker, because he has, like, on his show, he'll bring on like big name prominent black people. Like, okay, he'll bring on Tariq Nasheed, or he'll bring on Risa Islam.
That Hotep Jesus dude.
Yeah. he'll bring on like some of our you know, our speakers. That's a lot of people ain't gonna want to attach themselves to their brand now because of how messy this shit look. Because a lot of people didn't know he was a porn star. I knew
I didn't know he was a porn star.
I knew he was a porn star when Kev was going on there, because I couldn't understand why Kev didn't want to do shit. Well, he gave us the same speech, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
About our brands being toxic, but then you go on motherfucking Adam 22's goddamn porn star.
Yeah. Yep. And by the way, Myron, who's going to be joining us here in a few minutes, he had Nick Fuentes on his podcast. So it'll be interesting to talk to him about that. I don't have a problem with Nick Fuentes. I don't
fuck with Nick Fuentes.
I don't know enough about him, but I don't want to divert the conversation. We can talk about this another time. Young Metro asks, would any of y'all let your girl do a scene with another man? Jap, would you? No.
All right. EO?
I mean, if I'm in the industry, go ahead. Sir. I mean, if I'm in the industry, but if I'm not in the industry, no.
Okay, very good. Lucario.
Yeah, I agree. Same thing. If I'm in the industry, let's get it cracking. Hell yeah.
Okay. All right, good shit. Hotep, if you're still there, man, would you let your girl do a scene with another man? I'll take that as a there he is. Would you let your girl do a scene with another man?
That's a yes.
He's like,
hell no.
Yo.
What you got, man?
Yo, like, yeah, like straight up and down, like, yeah, like I feel how Coach EO feel. Hopefully I'm not breaking up. You guys can hear me.
No, you're good. We hear you.
I feel how Coach EO feel. I'm not. You said what?
No, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, so I feel how Coach EO, I'm not stopping no bitch from doing nothing she want to do.
There you go.
Every time a bitch make a move, she just show you what she about. So she doing me a favor if she want to do some nutball shit like that.
Whoa, there we go. There we go. All right.
I'll take it one step further. I won't even do a scene with my bitch. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no goddamn pornos, man.
And this is the funny thing. The reason why I was gonna say one person might make an exception. Well, if I was the one in the scene, I would do it. No. There is a reason why female porn stars are hard pressed to find a man after they get out of the business, is because everyone knows what your entire body looks like. Even if it's me doing the scene, I don't want niggas knowing what my girl's labia looks like. I don't want them knowing what my girl's tits look like. I don't want them knowing what my girl's ass looks like without any panties on. I don't want these niggas jerking off to me and my girl. No, fuck that. To me, it's about discretion. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. King Life says Hotep is like hell nah. Block Party on the Twitch site says Adam could use this to annul the marriage. No, I think that this was definitely a play. I think that Adam and his wife, I think they have a business arrangement. Because and they have a 3-year-old together. I cannot take this seriously. And I hate to be the guy who's like, this is all a setup, but I just can't see a guy like Adam 22 actually allowing this to happen. I mean,
he might have to suffer through it because he's married in California, one of the worst states.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're right about that.
So shit, he might have to cheaper to keep her. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
like you
very,
said
very
about
true.
these porn stars. When they get out of the industry, they have a hard time adjusting to regular terrestrial life. I was watching the video of Lisa Ann getting confronted on the streets and crying and shit because people just keep referring to her as the porn star and shit like that. And she's trying to transition into
Lisa Ann?
Yeah.
I've actually heard of her. Yeah.
She's trying to transition and be a radio host. She got a nice little podcast and shit, but nobody take her serious, just like Superhead. Superhead did all them shit. Superhead did a porno too one time.
What? Are you kidding me?
Nah, she did that book and a porno.
Oh my God.
He could never live it down. They harass her kid at school all the time. Your mom's a hoe.
I've made this distinction. Brittany Renner is Superhead 10 years ago, right?
2.0.
So it's going to be Superhead. Brittany Renner is going to be Superhead in about 10 years, and then Lori Harvey is going to be Superhead in about 15 years. How's my aim? Do you guys Lori Harvey and Brittany Renner? Do you think that they're going to have the same status as Superhead? I'll give EO the floor on this.
I'll be honest, I don't know who Superhead is.
Okay.
Yeah, but Brittany Renner, I don't know who that is. I don't watch porn either, man. I don't really watch porn like that. Is that a porn star?
No, she is a
pop groupie.
Yeah, that's all she was.
And aired her by.
You know what? I just want to tell the fellas this, man. Like, you guys got to stop loving women like this, man. Like, I see a lot. I'm looking at the chat room and everybody's like, hell no, I wouldn't, hell no, whenever. It's like, bro, it's an illusion to think you control these bitches, man. You don't control these bitches, man. You just be the man you want to be, and the right woman's going to fall in line for you. And then if she decides not to fall in line for you, that's not your bitch no more.
I agree. And
I don't understand.
Look, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And that leads into the next sort of conversation is where is the line of demarcation? Because you're right. A lot of guys are like, hell no, I'd never let her do it. But when it comes down to it, it's not about you letting her do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Women are going to do whatever they want to do. The real question is would you take your woman back if she did a porn scene with a guy or girl on camera? And I think that's probably the real question, because just like EO said, and I say this all the time, you can't control women, guys. You're not her father. You can't tell her what you can or can't do. You can, however, you can control what you do. And when you control what you do, you can then, in essence, influence her actions. So if she understands, okay, if I go and do a porn with this guy, I'm probably not going to have a relationship anymore in her mind, then she's probably more than likely not going to do it. But if she doesn't give a damn about you, she's going to do it and then try to pick up the pieces later. What say you, Lucario?
Yeah, I would say this. Just in any of these situations, you got to understand what type of game you're playing, right? So a lot of times,
there you go.
What happens is the reason why people feel funny about it is because they're playing one game, but they're expecting a certain outcome from another game. So, for example, if I'm watching basketball, when the ball go in the hoop, nobody says touchdown, right? Because it's basketball, it's not football. So if you're playing the game of monogamy, and you're saying, well, I want to be in a monogamous relationship, and then you find out your girl wants to fuck another dude, or she wants to be on camera, or she wants to be a porn star, and that's not gonna work for you, be like, listen, do what you want to do, but I'm out, because that's not the game I'm trying to play. Now, if your game you're trying to play is, hey, listen, I don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. If you're like, I'm, non-monogamous, we do that type of stuff, this is the program I'm running, then you play that type of game. And then whichever game you're playing, you have to understand the consequences of that, but also understand the reactions that people are going to give you from the game you're playing. So like what Jap was saying, where, the girl Lisa Ann was all upset because people was, talking about her porn stuff and addressing that. She has to understand she chose to play that game in a world that is not, looking at that in a certain light. Behind closed doors, they're all jerking off to you, but in front of you, they act a different way. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand what you do, why you're doing it, and the outcome of what's going to happen because of what you're doing. That's what I say about that.
Before we go, go ahead.
My bad. I just wanted to say something to reinforce Lucario's point. That was a great point. Is that when you're leading the process, if you notice changes, it's the man's job to notice changes. Okay, right. You don't wait until the woman introduces a change or a desire or a curiosity. You should already be like forecasting what her curiosities are going to be next month, 6 months down the road. Because when you're running a relationship, you understand how she ticks, you understand her weaknesses, her strengths, and everything else. And so you have to, if you notice changes, then you need to start renegotiating the contract a little bit. If you want to hang on to the broad, let's say she's making you money, but she wants something different, I don't know, then it's up to you to renegotiate that contract between the two of you. If you can't come to an agreement, then you got to part ways.
Okay, very good. Hotep, jump in here, man. What you got?
Yo, first of all, if a nigga could take my bitch, then he doing me a favor.
Okay, there you go.
Facts.
There you go.
You feel me? He doing me a favor. All he doing is exposing I got a disloyal hoe around the crib. You know what I'm saying? Around my cipher. So I would never stop a bitch from going. I would say, oh, okay. I would rather her be honest and say, I want to be a hoe. Like, all right, no doubt, go be a hoe. I would never stop a bitch from doing no shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's never even a question of, if a porn star want to fuck my chick and she want to fuck him, then hey, thank you. Take this bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like take this bitch. I can move on to the next one. But a bitch should never even want to like come to you with some type of proposal like that at all. Right. You know what I mean? It should never even come to that.
The minute she even considers it, she's out the door. Am I wrong? Like if she even considers it, like, okay, if she belongs to the streets.
I mean, she bring that shit to me. You know what I mean? That's when she got to go. Like, just the fact that you brought it to me would make me be like, I got to let this bitch go. This bitch that lost her mind. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
So, but I mean, a lot of this stuff, you got to scrutinize early on and in a relationship with somebody and meeting somebody and see if this is the type of person it is. Because you got to know, man, like, you got to see the hoe in the bitch eyes.
Yeah.
And if you can't see the hoe in the bitch eyes, and a lot
that
of
hair
times
flip,
too,
that hair flip, that's a hoe.
Yes, sir. that hair flip and that lip bite, bro.
You know, a lot of people, try to, delineate, who's a hoe, this, that, and the third, and most of these bitches is hoes, but when a bitch is a hoe. The thing is, a lot of these niggas be lying to themselves because they hoping and wishing, it could be his girl, and that's what he wants. So you trying to turn these hoes, and I'm not even saying you turn them into housewives, you turn these hoes into girlfriends, and they're not even supposed to get the girlfriend status.
Oh, hell no.
The wifey status, so. It's not even the bitches. It'd be the niggas that just be lying to themselves. They be falling in love with these bitches. They really be falling in love with these hoes. And if you go, and really what you got to do is you gotta know your standard in all walks of life, that you have, like, this is the pinnacle of what I'm willing to settle for in all walks of life. Certain demeanor, certain way she carry herself, Like I always tell motherfuckers, look at how a bitch keep her crib.
Yep.
And get that bitch a dog and see how that dog do, in 3 months. You get that bitch a dog and that dog look like he want to go home with you. Hey, that bitch might not be hospitable for your spirit.
Hey, Hotep. Hey, check this out. I want to tell the crew this. Everybody knows this on the panel, but every woman wants to cock worship, man. It's either she's going to cock worship for you, or she's going to cock worship for the community. So it's your job to find the broad that wants to cock worship for you. If she's doing, now that's subject to change too, because if you fall off with your looks and shit, your body's looking whack, you don't shave your balls anymore and all that, she could, maybe like, give you a warning and shit, like, hey, what's going on? You letting it go? But the truth is, I've noticed this about every woman desires to cock worship. So she's either going to do it for you if you pick the right woman, or she's going to do it behind you.
I remember Jap said this a long time ago, and I'm going to address this before I go to Lucario. Jap said this a long time ago on one of the first episodes of The Six. He says, your girl is either going to follow you or she's going to follow everybody else. And if your girl is following everybody else, then she's really not your girl. Lucario, let me ask you something, man, because you catch a lot of heat And I mean, dude, I've known you for years. I have mad respect for you. I mean, you got an open relationship. A lot of guys like to call you, Lucario's a cuck and this and that and the third. What do you say to guys who are in? It never bothers you. It never bothers you. What do you say to guys who don't know anything about open relationships?
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't bother me because 99.999% of guys use the wrong definition of cuck. A cuck,
oh boy,
I've said it a million times. The original definition of a cuck is a man whose wife cheated on him, basically was unfaithful, got pregnant by another man, and then he's taking care of the baby, and he doesn't really know what happened. That's the original definition of cuck. The updated definition of cuck is a man who is submissive to his wife or girlfriend and likes to see her having sex with other men, and he gets off on watching her have sex. That's the only two definitions of cuck. Okay. So what happens is, this is why I said where you got to understand the game you're playing. So what happens is that people are trying to give basketball rules to football. It don't make sense that way. So what I'm saying is that a lot of guys who are monogamous or who are monogamous minded, they will never understand an open relationship, or they will never even understand like a situation like Adam 22 of the porn thing, because what happens is that sex and how you view sex, right, a lot of times determines how you're going to be in these situations. So the way that a monogamous person views sex is way different than a non-monogamous person viewing sex. And then also remember, you're playing on two different game levels or two different types of games. So you can't use this rule for that rule. So whatever I would do personally in my open relationship cannot apply to a guy what he's doing in his monogamous relationship. Because I would tell a guy, if he's monogamous, you gotta say, hey, listen, if you got your girl and you have certain rules and guidelines, she has to abide by that, especially when it comes to sex, because you're monogamous. But also, the last thing I want to say too about this is this about trying to, control a girl or get a girl to do something. Yeah. Every person, man or woman, only does things in relationships that benefit them. Yes. So what happens is that you can't control your girl and she will do whatever she wants at any time because it's going to benefit her. So what happens is, in this situation, if your girl wanted to have sex with another man or do a scene or whatever, right, and you didn't want her to do it, the only reason she's going to do it is because she sees more benefit in doing it than staying with you. If she doesn't do it and stays with you, she sees more benefit staying with you than doing the scene. So it always goes back to her. So this is why I tell guys, don't take shit personally when women do things, because it's never personal. No. It's really all about what she wants to do at the end of the day. So you don't got to get your feelings into it. All you got to do is say and make a practical decision. Say, okay, well, my girl chose to go do that. So since she chose to do that, I'm going to go over here and choose to not fuck with her. And that's what you got to do.
Look, check this out. So Kai the Valiant, who is probably, and I love these guys who come in here and talk all tough. They have an anime character as an avatar. No, buddy. Nice try. Open relationship is cuckoldry. Stop it, bro. I guess so. This guy leads us to believe that he fucks nothing but 9s and 10s, and they're all. Look. Here's something that I've learned. Since I've met Lucario. Is you really have to have a different mindset to have an open relationship. Oh yeah. Dude, there are not many men at all who would be fundamentally okay with an open relationship on both ends. Lucario happens to be a very, very small exception to the rule. Exceptions do exist and they are rare, but they are out there. We're just talking to an outlier. That's just all there is to it. And again, I've met Lucario. I've met his wife. I don't think I've met his girlfriend. Lucario's
you met my girl. You haven't met my wife yet. Yeah, you met my girl though.
I bet your girl will. Look, Kai the Valiant says I do. Yeah. All right. Fuck off, Kai the Valiant. I love these. I love all these.
I think it's crazy that not even marriage or motherhood stop these bitches' whole ambitions. Right. Like a lot of these hoes don't retire, man.
No, hoes never want to retire. We got another comment here by someone who thinks they're smarter than they are. Clearly an avatar of someone who is not them, because you're watching my tiny little podcast with 723 viewers. Lucario is coping hard. He's a textbook example of sunken cost fallacy.
What is sunken cost fallacy? Tell me that.
You know what? Here's the thing, Lucario. He doesn't know what the fuck sunken cost fallacy is. He thinks he's going to show us all how smart he is with his clever avatar picture and his clever screen name. This is sunken cost fallacy.
I would love to know what it is. I don't even know.
It doesn't even matter. He's trying to compare money to women, and you can't. Money and relationships have similarities, but dude, this ain't got nothing to do with sunken cost fallacy. Get the fuck out of here. He's been wanting to use that line on in a chat forever, and he decided to use it on this one. Get out of here!
Yes, this is the time.
This is the time. He's been sitting on that one forever. Oh, look at this. He says, haha, Donovan, I am me in my picture, you dumb. No, I don't believe you. I think you're a fucking loser in your mom's basement because all you guys are fucking loser. Trading shorts. If you really did look like that, what the fuck are you doing here, fam? If you look like that, you'd be on the fucking cover of a magazine or on a billboard of Calvin Klein. Stop the cap. You know what? I think I'm going to call a superhero. You guys want to know what superhero I'm going to call? I'm going to call this guy. Hang on. I don't know if he's not going to work. Come on. Damn it. Your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Anyone who comes into any chat and talks tough is always a loser. 729% of the time, which happens to be the number of viewers that are watching. You guys are watching a reunion episode of the Six. We are joined by, of course, the one and only Minister Jap, Lucario Hotep Jesus, who has finally stopped driving, and dude, he was spitting while he was driving, and of course the incomparable Coach Everett Overton. Jep, let me come to you with this. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on women who are sex workers? Because a lot of people like myself, I say if a woman was ever a sex worker, she's done. And again, I say women can be sex workers if they want to. That's sex workers. It's the oldest profession in the book. But I'm not trying to wife a bitch up who was doing sex work. What are you?
I don't think most women who do that pretty much wrote off the traditional family type of thing and all that shit. So they're not even thinking about that shit. And to what Hotep was saying, the problem is that guys are treating these women how they want to treat them and seeing them how they want to see them instead of who the fuck they really are. Yeah. You know, treat the bitch like how she really is. You know what I'm saying? Guys tend to overdo it. You know, you proposing with a 6-carat ring and shit to a fucking hooker. You know what I'm saying? And then you're wondering why, the shit is not going right. Because you're just a walking lick.
And there you go.
And also, when you're a walking lick, she's gonna treat you like a sucker.
Okay. But also a lot of sex workers are I'll say this, a lot of guys don't know that the women they're dating are sex workers or have been sex workers. So sex work, it includes a lot of stuff. You could be a stripper, you could be a sugar baby, you know what I'm saying? You could be a straight up hoe. Like a lot of women have, I've known a lot of women personally that I used to date that were sex workers and who are married now, but their husbands don't know because they were doing, I knew this one girl, she was doing sex work to pay for her college. You understand? But she's married now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of
okay, look, she's married. Look, let me push back. Let me push back on that a little bit now. Depending upon the value of her husband, because we say this all the time, women always quote win in the end. It doesn't matter how old or disheveled or how fat they are. There are always going to be men that are willing to wife them up. So if a girl did sex work all through college, my guess, Lucario, is that the guy who ended up wifing her up either A, didn't know that she was a sex worker.
Yeah,
B,
I'm saying you don't know.
Yeah, there you go. And if he didn't know she was a sex worker, then that guy didn't have games. But that makes perfect sense.
But usually they're usually betas, and those women tend to kind of run the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
They are not usually betas. They are. Brandon Hines says, but how do you find out they're sex workers? I love.
You know what?
Go ahead, go. You got it.
No, I just wanted to throw something out there that guys may or may not have considered, but all women are sex workers, man. Every woman's a sex worker. It's just either she's.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, when they make you take them out for dates, I want to get to know you a little better. Can we talk first? I mean, she's making you do something, and they're all making you work for sex, and then they're working for sex too. And so, or for money. And so if you really look at it honestly, all the sex you get, there was a price you had to pay for that. Whether it was, even like game dudes, we run game. I mean, it takes time to run game, so we pay for it with our time, to perfect our mouthpiece, to get our organization under tight. It took time to do that. It took a lot of reps. It took a lot of loss to do that. So, so we all pay for it in one way or another. Guys are paying for it and women are paying for it.
And I'll tell you this, and just to piggyback off what EO said, sex is always transactional. Always. Well, what about your girl, Donovan? Yes, sex is transactional between me and my girl. Even if, and I'm assuming Devin likes having sex with me because she continues to let me do it. So I assume I'm not terrible. I don't take anything for granted. But Devin, I assume that Devin lets me have sex with her because she likes it. But by the same token, she still has sex with me for a purpose. Let me give him some so he doesn't go out and get it from somewhere else. That is transactional. And a lot of guys like to say, well, even if she's your girl, you're still paying. Gentlemen, female beauty, female sexuality doesn't come for free. What we teach you here is how to get it for the lowest cost. You understand what I'm saying? Sex is never free, guys. Even if you take her on a date, you're still paying. Guys, girls are not going to give up their pussy for just nothing. Just like we're not. And here's the thing. Here's where a lot of you guys get fucked up. A lot of you guys give up your time, energy, attention, and resources for no pussy. Ain't no bitch out here giving away her pussy for nothing.
Hey, Donovan, check this out. I probably shouldn't say this because a lot of guys might get upset by me saying this, but obviously I'm a coach, and so when people pay me money to get advice, they're actually paying for sex because they're paying me the money to go then run the game on a woman. So if you want to know the truth, every man's paying for it. When he buys a book to get advice, he's paying for it. When he buys womanese, he's trying to learn women out, he's paying for it. He just paid Donovan for it. He didn't pay the bitch.
But again, this is not a bad thing because
it's not a bad thing. Yeah, it doesn't have to be looked like that.
It is a value for value exchange.
Yes.
In exchange for my time, energy, attention, and resources, you give me exclusive access to your body. A lot of guys out here think that getting sex from women is free. It is never free, even if money never changes hands, because when you go out to the club or the bar or the casino, right, you paid money for that cologne. EO's got like 900 colognes. You paid money for cologne. You paid money for your shirt. You paid money for courses to try to get the game. Sexuality always costs, but the disconnect that we have is that today's women think that this is a value-loaded exchange, meaning that if they grace you with their presence, the least you can do is take them out to dinner, and that's where a lot of guys get fucked up. Gentlemen, sex is never free. When I fuck my girlfriend, it's never free. Sex is transactional, and I think that's a good thing. Just because sex is transactional doesn't mean that it can't be good. But even if your girl likes to fuck you, there is always a reason for her fucking you.
Even when dudes look smacks, when they're in the gym all day and they're trying to get new clothes and all this shit, and they're doing facials so their skin looks good, they're paying for it. They're not paying her directly, but they're still paying for it.
That's it.
Yo,
and I think it's a cope to say otherwise.
I agree. Who's got Hotep? What you got?
Yo, you can tell if a bitch is a sex worker by how she sucked a dick.
Real.
True.
You know what I'm saying? She, you got bitches out here that'll tell you celibate, then you go hang out with them. She done put the whole thing in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, where you learn that at, baby? But it comes back to what I said before. You never listen to what a bitch say. You listen to what a bitch do.
Yes.
So they'll move a certain way. And I think what a lot of this comes down to is
Fred,
some of y'all don't have.
Get out of here.
Some of y'all don't have, high social IQ.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't have a high social IQ. And I always tell people this is you might need a sales job. You should probably go into sales. You could have like even
sell that
start
mattresses.
With, mattresses, women's shoes, a
shout out to
car
Donovan.
salesman,
Hey man, don't knock mattresses. I make a lot of money off them motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, boy. Push them mattresses.
But some of these guys don't even know how to talk to people, let alone women. And you can't even, tell who is who because you've never did a basic life transaction with somebody. You never had to sell somebody on something. So how do you sell yourself to a bitch? You couldn't sell this mattress or you couldn't sell this car.
There it is.
So, but I think that's the difference sometimes between some other guys and black dudes. Where in the hood, everybody hustling, everybody trying to sell something. So you got a sales background just from being black because we hustlers.
That's right.
So people say, well, how come they always got so much game? Is because we
Survivors
stay
too,
on the hustle. It's a
Right.
survival. So we learn how to hustle. We learn how to have a good talk game. Plus, I saw somebody else the other day. It was one of them T people, one of them rainbow people. They was complaining the same when they grew up, black people was making fun of them. You got to be witty. That come with the black community. You better be ready for them jokes. You know what I mean? And if you and the more sour you are for the jokes, the more you gonna get them. So just have tough skin and be ready to snap back. So you had to have some of those things as survival skills if you hung out, in anything remotely close to a hood.
Yo, what
But
episode of, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, what episode of Batman the animated series you watch? I watch that shit all the time.
Oh, the kids got watching this shit.
Yeah, man. It's ours. Go ahead.
But what was I saying?
We were talking about sex workers. Let me get your take on this. So Alfredo 72, I'm assuming this is a woman, gets in his or her feelings. If a woman goes on a date, she's now a sex worker. Yes, and that's not a bad thing. You see, here's the thing. And I agree.
That's a dude. That's a soft dude.
That's
a dude that pays for a lot of dates.
You know what I'm saying? Look. I agree with EO 100%. Every woman is a sex worker to some degree. Some are big time sex workers where money exchanges hands immediately. Some women are low level sex workers where the benefits are where it's an arranged benefit, right? She gets her car payment, whatever, or she gets taken care of, right? Devin is a sex worker. She is a sex worker because without her sexuality, she would not have me. Now,
a hotel.
The thing is,
I got a question.
Women who technically wouldn't be sex workers.
I'm gonna go Lucario, then Hotep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this real quick, and I gotta head out real quick after this. And shout out to Donovan, and shout out to all y'all on the panel because I gotta run out.
Thanks for coming in, man. Go ahead.
This is the thing, and guys, make sure you hit me up because I got tickets to my seminar September 3rd in Vegas.
Badboymembership.com, y'all.
Badboymembership.com. Hit me up on the website and everything. But also, I'll say this: a slut, a woman who just fucks because she wants to, necessarily isn't going to be a sex worker because she just wants to fuck for free. Most other women, though, the women who fuck you because you taking them out on dinners, the women who fuck you because they just want to, because they just want you to show them a good time, but they're not really sexually attracted to you. Those are the sex workers because you're paying them for the sex because they don't actually want to have sex with you for free. A slut wants to have sex with you for free because she's actually desiring you sexually and she just likes to fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, if you're a woman and you listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a woman and you're out here fucking niggas for free, you're losing. You're losing. No, seriously, you're losing. Yeah. No, you can get a ride in a Lambo, you can get an allowance, you can get taken care of. All right, Lucario's out. Yeah, dude, like girls, I'm telling you, man, and it's the same thing with guys. Guys, if you're taking girls out on dates and you're whining and dining them and all this other kind of stuff, and she ain't giving you no pussy, guess what? You lose. It's the same way a woman loses when she fucks dudes for free. What say you, Hotep?
Nah, I just had a question, man, because like, Rolo talks about this shit called genuine desire.
Yeah.
So sometimes,
desire, right?
Yeah, because sometimes you not paying for the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she just wants to be with you.
Yeah.
And in that way, I'm like, is that transactional when, really she just wants to be an assistant to you. She wants to help you. She wants to, you know what I mean? She wants to feed you. She doesn't want to take from you. There's a lot of times you could have a situation like that with a woman. And I think that's the thing that gentlemen need to look for in a woman is what capacity is she joining my life? Is she joining my life in the capacity to take? Then okay, that's a sex worker. If she's coming in my life to add value, then that's a different scenario.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
But even in her adding value, it's because she wants to maintain her position. So, I mean, anytime a woman's doing something for you, she's evaluated. All right, if I do this, I get this. I get to stay with him. Like even natural. What it was, Rolo calls it, genuine desire.
Yeah, genuine burning.
I even think genuine desire. There's still a price to pay. Like for a man to be desirable. It's not like he just wakes up in the morning and he's just desirable. I mean, some guys have the genetics for that.
I think what it is, like when Rolo talks about they waiting for the guys at the finish line.
Yeah,
it's some bitches that got foresight and they looking at him like, oh nah, this nigga the winner right here. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah.
They feel like you the winner, so they like, all right, I'm in it for the long haul to watch this nigga blossom or whatever it may be. Some bitches is like that, where they see themselves fitting into your life and being an asset and being a part of that ride.
Okay, that makes
most of the time when they make that decision, in my experience, there's an act of desperation. Usually when a woman is submissive, it's an act of desperation. Now, there are moments where it's inspired for her to do that. She's inspired to do that because she just loves being around you. But if you actually just breadcrumb why she's there in the beginning. There's some act of desperation. It could be insecurity. It could be she has never met a guy like you before. She knows she's never going to find another guy like you. You gave her a shot. And so usually it stems back to some level of insecurity while a woman is submissive and demonstrating that desire that we men talk about.
And you got to be careful too, because those type of bitches is crazy too. Like the ones that, just cause a bitch is wanting to be an asset in her life, man, sometimes them the crazy ones too. So it's a double-edged sword.
When they invest in you like that, and then they lose, you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's just it. Listen, Jack,
they go.
That's why you can't let them invest too much. Don't let them invest too much.
Well, depending on what your intentions are. If you're actually vetting a girl for a
if you have a future for her. Yeah, you got a future
for her, let her invest. But if she belongs, whoa, baby girl, like you ain't got to cook me spaghetti and meatballs tonight. Go ahead and take your ass home, right?
See, like you got some women that like are halfway hoes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, he's that halfway hoe.
They go for short-term shit. You know what I'm saying? Little shit, little knick-knack and shit like that. But then you got the real motherfuckers that size a man up and see what his potential gonna be, and then they a soft girl you to death. You know what I'm saying? To get in your good graces and sink her teeth into you. You know what I'm saying?
I love that halfway.
Hey, Donovan, I want to share one thing. I know I've been talking a lot, but 20 seconds. Earlier we talked about a woman. Hotep made a comment about if a woman sucks good dick, then she might be a slut or whatever. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's always true. It depends on who she's with, because if she was passionate about a dude she was with in the past, then she sucked his dick a lot. But I've known a lot of chicks who have gotten drunk fucked, and they didn't suck no dick. They just got fucked and thrown out of the party and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you get drunk fucked by a dude that no, I got you, but I don't want guys to think just because a woman doesn't suck good dick that her pussy ain't been blown out, because it could have been.
Well, absolutely.
But if she sucks good dick, it's usually because a dude she was with, she was very passionate about him. So she spent a lot of time detailing it, finding what he likes. He was also coaching her. That's usually when a woman sucks good dick, is that there was a dude that imprinted her ass back in the day and she just cock worshipped his ass. But sometimes bitches who just fuck a lot, they don't always suck good dick.
You're right.
No, that's true. So that's why I say I'm really about trying to. It's really about how.
Hold on, Jeff. We're gonna go. We'll go Hotep and then Jeff. Go ahead.
It's not about how good. It's about how she gives the fellatio. Okay.
Okay.
Because there's like great head.
Yep.
At the wrong time.
Yes. Hotep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Sometimes she's doing it because she wants to impress you. You have girls that have never tried shit. She just on the internet. She got with you. She like, I'm gonna try this shit on the internet. And the way she doing it, you can tell, like, you just trying to impress me.
Right.
It's different when she's waiting on your signals, your bodily signals, and she feels a connectedness to you. She could be not the greatest at it, but giving you the best the way you want it at that moment. You know what I'm saying? In the mind frame you are. So that's why I say pay attention to how. Because she might do the whole gobble just to impress you. It don't mean she a hoe. What it means is the bitch got some experience and she could be fraudulent.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? When the bitch try to do too much with their head, it's just like, why are you trying to give me this gray hair right now? Now I'm like questioning myself. You don't put the whole thing.
Yeah, if you can get great head 36 months into the relationship, then you're good. But you get it on the first couple nights, she might be after the bag or something.
Yeah, hold on.
Right,
she could be.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think maybe transactional.
It's more about the intentions.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to lead to, Hotep. I think maybe I used the wrong word. I think at some girls very rarely do things without intention. Same with guys. We don't just do things for nothing. If a girl and again, if a girl really likes you, yeah, she wants to impress you. That, to me, that's still transactional. But I think that might be the wrong word. I think the less feelings are involved as far as the girl and you are concerned, the more transactional sex tends to be. And MLD said it best, man. He said it best here in the chat. If a woman loves you, dude, she will suck your dick with the ferocity of 10,000 porn stars. And even if she's not doing that good a job, you can tell that she's really down there trying. So while you might be, okay, baby girl, appreciate it, But then if you get a girl who's like, well, I've never done this before, and she makes your eyes roll back to your head and your toes girl at the same time, you might have a hoe on you.
Women cheating suck good dick too, or on vacation, because they only gonna get you once or twice, so they want to make sure that they like, you know, fucking remember that dick, so they're gonna stay down there for a while. So women cheating or on conferences, you know, if you're out on a conference or on vacation and a chick sucks your dick, usually she's gonna do a good job. If there's a man back home.
I lived in Vegas. That is the conference convention capital of the world. Girlfriends and wives give the best head of anyone.
Moaning and everything.
Yeah.
It's a lot of chicks that move out of town and reinvent themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we was talking about earlier, like how could one of the guys in the chat asked, how can you identify like a chick that worked in the sex industry, shit like that? You're gonna have to do some background checking on a lot of these hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think
you put on us on the quiet. Like when I used to be out here dating, you know what I'm saying? I would never tell no chicks about this Minister Jap shit. They would find the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my phone number was linked to my damn Facebook. So
Jap.
Know that shit.
What are you doing? Oh man, Jap, that's a rookie.
So you need a Skype number.
Yeah, bro, you can't be looking at Facebook.
You need a Skype number.
It would just spiral. It'd go from going all of my Facebook posts, then going to the Twitters and shit like that. So I started doing that shit back on women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Seeing how he was acting 5 years ago, seeing the twerk videos and shit like that.
Who you talking to?
Then you'll find out.
I will say this to bring it back, because we got to answer that super chat, and then we're gonna go ahead and close this out here. How do you know if a girl worked in the sex trade? The same way you can tell that a girl is a hoe. If a girl is like, what's the difference between a girl who's a hoe and a girl is in the sex trade? The hoe didn't get paid for fucking, and the girl who is a sex worker did. Either way, they're a hoe. One is a whore who gets paid. The other is a slut. But the answer is to pay the fuck attention. So many guys, when they first get with a girl, they see the big titties, the matching ass, the flat stomach. She's a 6.5 on a good day, 7.5 when she's sucking your dick, and 8.5 if she acts like she likes it, and a perfect 10 if she swallows it. But guys have to pay attention, look past all the dopamine, and really pay attention. Is she a single mother? Does she have tattoos? Look at her Facebook and Instagram. Does she have twerk videos? Is she around dudes? Has she ever been on a boat? Has she ever been to Dubai? Yes. Guys, you have to pay attention. And even still, girls have the internet too. And they all have PhDs in hide my notch countology. So it would be incumbent upon you to pay the fuck attention. Let's answer this super chat, because I think this was a pretty...
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Ask that bitch.
Yeah.
Ask her. You ever been a sex worker? Ask whoever this is. How can you tell? You ask her, right? Because that's the best way. Because most times you can't.
No, you can't.
A lot of these times you can't, because all these. I know a lot of chicks that have tried it. You know what I mean? For one night, or a friend said, "Hey, let me go check it out." And they danced for one night, or they did OnlyFans for one day. There's a lot of bitches that done tried this shit. So like, how do you even delineate? But if you ask and your masculinity's on point, she'll tell you.
Sob stories too. A bitch with a lot of sob stories, she fuck for money.
Yes. Or if a girl tells you that she's never fucked for money, she absolutely.
Watch out for them sob stories, bro.
Hotep disappeared. I guess Hotep had to go.
He was cracking up. I think he hit the button.
Yeah, he probably did. Mortimus Vicamus with the $10 super chat. Oh boy. Okay. He says, if men turn to the Most High and be the sons of God that we are destined to be, and start having self-respect for themselves and leave OnlyFans and Pornhub alone, women will begin to shape up. That's a negative, Ghostwriter. Look, I don't want to be mean-spirited to those who are religious, because I know that there are some people who are Christians, and you guys, and listen, I'm not bagging on that at all. But being religious, being a man of God, unfortunately here in 2023, it doesn't mean shit. It just makes you a mark. That's really all there is to it. Because what it really comes down to is girls are looking for leadership. Girls, being a man of God, being a Christian does not make you any more attractive to women. So I don't want to hear this, well, women will start to shape up if we all be religious. That is never, ever, ever going to happen. Jap, continue, please. What were you saying?
Well, as far as like the sex workers and shit, you know, a lot, like I said, a lot of these women, they reinvent themselves when they go out of town. You know what I'm saying? So these women could be whoever they want to be. You know what I'm saying? They got identity crisis. But one thing you can't look at is Facebook. And at the top of Facebook, it says, tell us what's on your mind. And one thing about these bitches, they don't stop fucking talking and they show you everything you need to know. So you just look at her profile, just look how she moves, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And look at the signs, the red flags, because a lot of guys try to skip over that, you know, just because she fine or she, you know, she got a big ass or whatever is your liking, you know, try to skip over that just so you could be with this bitch. Because what I'm noticing too is a lot of guys are really romantic, hopeless romantic.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like these guys are turned more, how can I say, like rom-com than these women. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys want the dream. You know what I'm saying? But you're just picking it with the wrong bitch.
Well, just like Hotep's, just like Rollo Tomasi says a lot. We as men, we are the true romantics. We are the true romantics. We love idealistically. Women love opportunistically. There's no question about that. Right out with the $5 super chat says Captain Planet. He's a zero trying to take these O's and make them zeros. He's the simp and magnified. He is on these chicks' side. Dude, I used to watch Captain Planet all the time. Then let our powers combine. Earth. Yeah. You know, a lot of guys like to simp, and you know, they try not to admit it. All right, let us go around the panel and get our final thoughts. Hang on a second. Jap, fire first, man.
Stop being a pervert. Don't record yourself doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. You know what I'm saying? And always know that these hoes gonna go.
Okay, very good. EO, your final thoughts on the Adam 22 situation?
Yeah, man, I think it's a stunt. I think it's a publicity stunt. I think it's planned out. He's too big for that. For me, I think he being that he's in the industry, he's fucking women on camera. Yeah. He's got a very large channel. It would be shocking to me that if he was seriously upset about this. So I think it's for the money. I think it'll pass. And I think everybody that unsubscribed will eventually come back.
Yeah, you know, I think I agree with you, EO. I think that this is, and I think all of the tweets where she's talking about how she's got to heal for 3 or 4 days and how Adam 22 is apparently hurt by this. I don't think he's hurt. I think that any man who stays with a woman that he allows to get smashed on camera probably doesn't really care about that woman. That's just all there is to it. Adam can say that he cares about his woman, but if a man cares about his woman, he will prevent her from doing things that are self-destructive, namely taking a 15-inch dick by a big dick nigga. That's just how it goes. That's just how that works. That is going to do it for this edition of whatever this was. Maybe we'll be back next week because I know a lot of guys are on vacation during the summertime. But thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate all the super chats, and you guys take care.